cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke.
100% though. I don't remember if it's cherry Coke or cherry Pepsi.
Well, you know what they say. Coke is better than Pepsi.
Do they say that?
I don't know.
Who's they?
Who cares? It's all fucking
Who do you work for?
carbonated high fructose corn syrup.
You've been compromised.
Enjoy that in your large intestine. Have a good night.
Oh, fun one. You have any great value products in your pantry, Alex?
I love Great Value. It gives you the best GMO products you could ever ask for.
Oh yeah, but Walmart's Great Value brand has legendary things going on right now in the content descriptions, and nobody knows if they're trolling.
Really?
Like, yeah, so you have to go into your pantry and grab a Great Value item and look at it, and like, people are finding the weirdest things in their food.
Mummified pelvic bone. I feel like they can get away with anything they want now, you know, especially with the fast food restaurants with the 1-cent burgers. I mean, what's up with that?
Oh, dude. Okay. So what's up with that?
Yeah.
Our friend Alex Jones actually put out a thing. I don't know if I sent it to you, but it blows my mind. Okay, so
You know, should we call him and ask him?
I think he might be available.
I think he might be available. He said he had to talk to me about this.
We got him coming on the line right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to break my silence on the truth about our mass-produced new cheap meat that's been put on the shelves.
Alex, it's good to talk to you. It's been a while. How you been, buddy?
I've been better.
Hanging in there?
To be honest, life would be easier if I was homeless and not carrying the great yoke of burden that has been placed upon thy shoulders. But somebody's got to do it.
Well, Alex, you've been coming out with a lot of really interesting topics lately. What's your view on this dollar burger or 1 cent burgers?
Let me ask you, what kind of meat can be put on a petri dish and give it biological material and it grows?
That sounds kind of like some underground laboratory alien shit right there.
Cancer. And it's not just any cancer. It's super cancer. This isn't a joke, ladies and gentlemen. We have meat that's being grown in the lab on petri dishes, essentially, but it's not connected to blood flow. If you took a piece of my biceps, put it on a petri dish, it wouldn't move. It wouldn't grow. But there's been actually, let me rewind this. What kind of cancer can go on forever? It's only been 2 rare cases in the world.
Hold on, I think we have Ben Shapiro calling into the line. Ben, are you there?
Novelty, I'm here. Yep.
All right, Ben, we have Alex Jones on the line, and he claims that they are growing human meat to be sold at fast food restaurants. What do you think about this?
Well, I've heard about this too. These 1 cent burgers at Burger King, McDonald's, all these fast food restaurants. Now, the elites are doing something, right, Alex? Mr. Jones? I don't think we've ever met before.
I think we may have crossed fingers in a men's bathroom, perhaps.
Well, what do you think? What is your theory, sir, on this, this conspiracy that they're selling human meat or cloned meat, whatever it is, at these fast food restaurants? Do you think the government wants us to become cannibals?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that was... Yeah, it's just going on too long.
I was trying to cover a serious story too, and I don't like it.
Once Ben Shapiro came in, it was just too much.
But I'm also not trying to poke too much fun of the fact that, honestly, this was an Alex Jones thing that came out, and I was trying to be serious.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alex Jones. This was serious.
No, so he claims that there's 2 types or 2 cases ever of a certain type of cancer, which is called a super cancer because these cells are in a genetic fuck up that allows the cell to be immortal, basically. Cells that can replicate outside of the body, outside of blood flow, is not supposed to be a thing biologically.
Ooh.
But these 2 cases that have been found, one was a lady and one was an infant that was actually not even born, was terminated inside of the mother after they found out about the cancer. And anyways, this lady, we should find the story, because if what he's saying is true, dude, we're just eating replicated cells of this one lady. It's not possible to grow meat any other way.
It's disgusting.
They found a super fucking human that had this ability where they're the only people that can grow meat outside of a lab. Their cells.
Ugh.
But it's not just any of their cells. It's this specific cancer cell.
That's disgusting.
Now we're growing steaks out of it. I'm turning vegetarian.
I went vegetarian for about a year, and I feel like
I'll probably eat fish for the rest of my life. But
pescatarian. But the only thing with fish is you got to worry about the mercury and all that.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know. I don't have access to good fish like you might have, where you can get freshwater fish off of some of those small lakes where that is actually probably the best fish that you can have.
Either that or go hunting.
But I really miss the fish fries in Wisconsin. That shit was always killer.
Oh yeah, Wisconsin's got some of the best fish fries, fish and chips. All that.
Gotta go to a place that has an actual fishing camp.
Yeah. Or go somewhere in the UP where they have a lake right there, and then there's a restaurant right there, and every day it's fresh catch of the day type shit.
I really want to find this story, but I'm not finding it. I'm did I send it to you on Instagram maybe?
Instagram. My favorite app ever. It's the best app. Have you ever wanted a grandmother but you didn't want to wait? Now, Instagram. You can have a grandmother in a flash. Instagram. Instant grandmothers delivered to your existence.
Nutrients that are going to feed the meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the meat, it grows from like between, like, imagine these samples are like on tissue paper, essentially dangling down into the water.
Mm-hmm.
And they put like 4 of them that are spaced out like 6 inches away from each other, each of them. And the meat grows to fill the space in between, and it turns it into like a big loaf.
Yeah.
It's gross.
It's disgusting. Filth.
What if it really was some fucking, like, all right, you are what you eat, right? Like, they've always taught us this, but like, it's an ancient teaching. Like, that comes from Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
And like, the reason why people chose not to eat certain animals was because of this property. And you shouldn't make it like a large part of your diet, especially, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I feel like cannibalism is like a spiritual vibration of sorts.
Yeah.
And like, you take it in, it's like to destroy your energy.
Well, not only are you consuming the remains of your fellow species, but you're also in battle against them. It's a vibration war. People are just engaging in wrath and lust with other human beings. Meanwhile, they're eating the same flesh that they fuck and fight against.
Yeah.
So, what does that tell you about where we're at?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good, my friend.
Not good.
So I can't find this bitch's article. Chat G. Yeah, I use it. Hang on. That's it.
I'm gonna cut for a second. All right, everybody. We were fortunate enough to, sorry to interrupt the regular programming here, but we were fortunate enough to get an exclusive interview with, now this is going to blow your mind, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to give it away right away, but we have an exclusive interview with an alien interviewing a young boy and an adult man who both have the same strange addiction of eating their own toenails. Here we go. I was fortunate enough to get tickets to this exclusive interview and bootleg it for all of you. Enjoy.
Greetings, human. I am Zorax, a researcher from the planet Zebulon. I have come to study your species and your habits. I have learned that you have a peculiar addiction to eating toenails. Can you tell me more about it?
Hi. I'm Jake. I live in De Pere, Wisconsin. I guess I have a weird addiction. I can't stop eating toenails. It's just, they're so crunchy and salty and satisfying. It kind of reminds me of a warm summer's childhood day.
Well, that's fascinating. How long have you been doing this? And where do you get the toenails from?
Well, I started out when I was just out of my mother's coochie. I was nibbling and nibbling, and the nurses, they tried to get my hands out of my mouth, and I bit their fucking fingers off. And pretty much from that day on, people just let me do my own thing.
That is very intriguing, sir. And how does this addiction affect your health and well-being? Do you experience any negative consequences?
Well, I mean, not really, but I mean, sometimes like my stomach hurts a little bit, but it's nothing serious. And sometimes people notice that my toes are missing nails, but I just make up some excuse, like I drop my dresser on my foot again, or my sister ate my nails. Stop talking about it. But sometimes I've gotten caught stealing toenails, and that can really distance you in a relationship. But I just apologize and run away and hide my feelings.
Okay, sir. Thank you for telling me exactly the situation. Now, do you have any desire to stop this addiction? Have you tried any methods to, overcome it?
Yeah, of course I want to stop. I mean, it's normal. It's just kind of gross, but it's so hard to resist the urge. I've tried chewing gum, eating candy, brushing my teeth, but nothing works. It's like I need the toenails to feel whole.
That sounds like a serious psychological dependency. Have you ever considered seeking professional help? Perhaps a therapist or a counselor could assist you.
No, I haven't. I'm too embarrassed to tell anyone about it, and that's kind of why I feel okay talking to you, because pretty sure you're not broadcasting this to my planet, at least.
Well, human, let me tell you something. You are not crazy or disgusting. You are just different. And that's okay. There is nothing wrong with being different. In fact, diversity is what makes life interesting and beautiful. On my planet, we have many different kinds of beings with different shapes, colors, sizes, and preferences in toenails, and we respect and celebrate each other's fetishes.
Really? So everyone's a pussy on your planet?
Yes, we are, and we also help each other when we have problems or challenges. We don't judge or shame each other. We support and encourage each other.
Wow. That sounds fake.
It is not fake, it is amazing, and you know what else is amazing? You are amazing. You are a unique and wonderful being with many talents and abilities. You have so much potential to grow and learn and achieve your dreams.
Oh, well, I mean, we just met, and that's very kind of you, but you're coming off very strong right now.
You're welcome, and I hope you will believe me when I say that you deserve happiness and health and love. You can achieve those things by accepting yourself and seeking help when you need it.
Thank you again, but I would appreciate if you stopped trying to give me that back massage now.
That's great
Maybe
to hear.
Try to get some help for my addiction somewhere else.
That's great to hear. I'm very proud of you for making that decision.
Thank you for talking to me and making things weird for a while.
It was my pleasure, human. And remember, you are not alone in this universe. There are many beings who care about you and want you to succeed.
Thanks, Thorax.
You're welcome, Jake.
All right, everybody, that was the interview with the alien with young Jake. Now, we have an adult male. His name is Bob. He's 44 years old. Here it goes. The scene is setting. A spaceship. Bob is strapped to a chair with wires attached to his head. Zork, the alien, is holding a clipboard and a pen.
Greetings, human. I am Zork, a researcher from the planet Zog. I am here to study your strange and fascinating behavior.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Zork, what are you doing here today?
According to our scans, you have a habit of consuming your own keratinous appendages. In your language, you call them toenails.
I see you brought alcohol. Is there some reason you brought alcohol to this young man's house today?
Oh yeah, I do that sometimes. It's not a big deal.
Were you aware that this man was under the age of 16?
How could you say that? It's highly illogical and irrational. Why do you do it? It's not like I'm hurting anyone. It's my body, my choice. You're seeing this as a disgusting and self-destructive act.
That might be how things are on your planet, Zork. But here, on planet Earth, we don't condone the use of the portals of Zarthan. And this young man is in need of protection from people like you. How does that make you feel?
I don't care. It's worth it. It makes me happy. It relieves my stress and anxiety.
Would you empty your pockets for me?
Do you have a habit of consuming your own keratinous appendages?
What's this? What's this stone you pulled out of your pocket?
This is classified information. I cannot disclose this right now with you, sir. I don't know you. Maybe if you told me to have a seat over there, I might.
Do you bring anal stones everywhere you go? Or just when you're visiting young men?
Do you always have men dressed as bushes hiding outside of your house?
I do when they're police officers.
Now, these police officers are going to throw me in a cage.
Well, there are consequences for actions on this planet.
Well, I recently listened to an interview with an alien from another planet he was from Zebulus. I am from planet Zork, and I listened to another alien talking about eating sponges with Dick Cheney. And how come he's not getting in any trouble for this?
Oh, so let's not cloud the issue here. This is about your actions, and
I am innocent.
I think you should know that we have printed here your communications between you and Bob before you came over here tonight.
Well, Bob, he sent me here from planet Zork. He had some issues with eating his own toenails. And what am I going to do about this? He paid me 56 bitcoins to give him some advice. And that's why I am here.
Interesting. Well.
Hey, don't judge me. It's not like I'm hurting anyone. It's my body, my choice.
Bob, shut up.
Well, I don't care. It's worth it. It makes me happy. It relieves my stress and anxiety.
Happy, stress, and
I'm gonna ask
anxiety.
you to leave right now, Zorak. And when you do, you'll be greeted by the sheriff.
What are these emotions that you speak of?
Zork, get the fuck out of here.
You want me... Am I dismissed?
Yes. Get the fuck out of here. Go.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Alright, well... Yeah, I hired this guy, this alien guy, because I'm not gonna lie. I do like eating my own toenails. They're very good with the scrambled eggs and cheddar cheese.
I'm afraid we lost communication. We're gonna have to find another time to get back to our alien friends.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive, but they do try to help you.
Expensive.
Yeah, I had to pay 56 bitcoins just to get him to be my alien therapist.
Was that like 50 cents now?
I don't know. The market's going up and down. It's crazy.
It's a real casino.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Now, you all witnessed an alien interviewing a little boy about eating his, toenails. Now, we're going to witness a man a little bit older. His name is Bob. He's 44 years old, and he's addicted to eating his own toenails. Let's see how the alien treats him this time, compared to the little boy.
Where am I?
Greetings, human. I am Zork, a researcher from the planet Zog. I am here to study your strange and fascinating behavior.
What behavior? What are you talking about?
According to our scans, you have a habit of consuming your own keratinous appendages. In your language, you call them toenails.
Oh, that. Yeah, I do that sometimes. It's not a big deal.
Not a big deal. How can you say that? It is highly illogical and irrational. Why do you do it?
I don't know. It's just I guess I like the taste and the texture. It's crunchy, salty, and satisfying.
Crunchy and salty and satisfying. How can you derive pleasure from such a disgusting and self-destructive act?
Hey, don't judge me. It's not like I'm hurting anyone. It's my body, my choice.
Your body, your choice, but you are hurting yourself. You are depriving your feet of their natural protection and exposing them to infection and injury. You are also ingesting harmful bacteria and fungi that can cause disease and inflammation.
Well, I don't care. It's worth it, honestly. It brings me complete fulfillment, and I really couldn't imagine any other way to relieve my stress and anxiety at the end of the day.
Complete fulfillment, stress, and anxiety? What are these emotions that you speak of?
You mean to tell me you don't know what emotions are? How can you not know what emotions are?
We Zognians do not have emotions. We are rational beings who base our decisions on logic and evidence. We do not understand why you humans have emotions and how they affect your behavior.
Well, emotions are like feelings we experience in response to different situations or shit that happens to us. They can be positive or negative. It depends on how we interpret them. They can influence our mood, motivations, and actions.
Interesting. And how do you interpret your emotion of happiness when you eat your toenails?
I interpret it as a reward for doing something that I enjoy. And I guess it makes me feel really accomplished and good about myself.
And how do you interpret your emotion of stress and anxiety when you do not eat your toenails?
I interpret it as not doing something is punishment or brain hurt. I interpret it as punishment for not doing something that I need. It makes me feel bad about myself and kind of broken inside.
Do you think that this brain hurt comes from a mass consumption of your own toenails and you've developed a psychological dependency on your toenail eating behavior? You have conditioned yourself to associate it with positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement.
Whoa. Let's wind it back. Are you a doctor?
Do you realize that this is a form of addiction?
Hey, this is a serious question. If you're not a medical professional, I feel like you're saying some things that are just maybe a little bit farther outside of your scope.
Sir, have you lost control over your impulses and cravings?
Yeah, I guess I do every day.
That is not good for breaking the addiction, sir. Now, why don't you try to stop eating your own toenails?
It's really, it comes down to, I don't see any reason not to eat my toenails. I mean, they're there. They're growing. I mean, if I grew apples, you wouldn't look at me strangely.
That is a contradiction. You can say that you stopped, but you don't want to stop. That means
like an apple?
You cannot stop.
I happen to have these apples here.
I love a good honey crisp apple grown off a tree in nature.
How about a nice Granny Smith? Tasty.
That is another contradiction. You say you choose, but you have no choice. You are compelled by your addiction.
I'm just saying, I don't see you having fruit grow from your body.
That is yet another contradiction. You say you are free, but you are enslaved by your addiction.
Enslaved. Imagine. Looks like you're the one working for the corporate overlords. Am I wrong?
I am trying to make you aware of the irrationality and inconsistency of your behavior. I am trying to help you overcome your addiction.
Well, take it from me. You can't help those that don't want help. You ever heard that one before?
I am a researcher from the planet Zog. I am here to study your strange and fascinating behavior and also to cure it.
The cure. You sound Fifth Reichish.
By using this device that is attached to your head. It is called a neural reprogrammer. It can alter your brain chemistry and neural pathways to eliminate your addiction.
Yeah. I really prefer if you didn't.
Trust me, it is for your own good. It will make you a better human being.
I mean, but my body, my choice. I'm failing to see the misunderstanding here.
Do you like being Bob? Do you like eating your own toenails?
That's all I've ever known.
Do you like eating?
What else can I know? I'm Bob.
Do you like eating your own toenails? Even if it means being addicted to eating your own toenails?
You know what? Did you already use that machine? Because now that you say it, I don't think I want to eat my toenails anymore.
You think you are unique and special, or abnormal and dysfunctional?
I'm a special soul, and I need to respect myself, and I no longer will eat toenails, and I resign myself to the alien overlords.
No, you are abnormal and dysfunctional. You are abnormal and dysfunctional. You are abnormal and dysfunctional. Another one eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. Another one eliminated.
All right, everybody. That was kind of a abysmal ending to that one. Looks like Zork killed Bob. He killed Bob. I don't know why Bob had to go. I mean, he seemed like a nice guy, just liked to eat his toenails, and the aliens don't like that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting the podcast going again. We have a lot of topics to talk about. Brian, anything you want to say to the audience?
Yeah, I want to take you guys on a black magic ride next week. And we're going to go and learn about the legitimate black magic sorcerers of the modern era. And we're going to cover some really dark topics. This is going to go into the realms of government child molestation, just to dabble, but only in why people say that. Why do the elites molest children? Why? Why is it? Is it just because they're that way and evil? Or is there actually a black ritual that gives you access to portals to other dimensions that is being accessed through evil acts?
Evil acts.
To find out.
Tune in next episode. Thank you to everyone who is subscribing and liking our videos, sharing to your friends who also like, this kind of weird shit we do. Thank you for listening, and We appreciate everybody, every minute that you listen to. Feel free to donate. All the links are there. Not that we're going to be like one of those podcasts that's greedy about money, but like if you enjoy what you're doing, throw us $5. We'll send you a letter in the mail. We'll say hi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll even give you our personal phone numbers, and we can all talk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, that's probably not going to happen. And you know, go out there, do something good, and stop kidnapping kids and shit.
Yeah, if you're one of those kidnappers,
You know what? Like, tune out of the show and go and study Buddha or something.
go just sit and only focus on your own breath for like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Just quit your job and just focus on your own breath for 3 days.
Listen,
and then come back and realize how fucking dumb this world is.
I'm saying that you should reprioritize your life, quit your job, start panhandling, send us the money you make.
Yep.
And, you know, we'll teach you how to live like a monk.
Yeah. But only if you send us like 10 cents a week.
$0.10 a week.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Peace and love. It's Novelty and Sir Brian Hattrick. We will be putting out episodes more often. Om Namyo Renge-kyo, Namyo Renge-kyo. Goodbye, everybody. Love you.